crank for the garage door manual opening we're keeping in the electric meter room here. And you can open it with your common area key. And we're keeping the crank here.
Okay, let's zoom in on it. Right there's the crank.
Right here behind the UPS system here in the...
Okay, that's clear enough.
All right,
so in addition to the crank, there's going to be a little tool sitting somewhere up on top of the charging station with a little tag attached to it saying what it's for. And that's going to be this little wrench because we need to be able to remove the cover, which is held in place by a bunch of bolts. And Phil is going to proceed to show us how to do that.
Okay, so now I've taken off just these two bolts here. I can slip my hand in.
Okay.
And what you see in here is there's a chain.
Ah, okay,
now,
that makes sense.
What you can do is stick your finger in this hole back here and pull the chain through. And the reason why the chain is tucked in there is just so people can't, you know, pull it out from street level.
Right, that makes sense.
Now,
all right, well, let me zoom out. Whoops.
To get the hang, what this chain is doing is it's a manual override. So only when it's pulled do we override the default mechanical electric powered motor. So if you give it a tug,
click.
You'll feel about 5 clicks. And when it's fully pulled, you're now manually overriding the electric motor. And so you can either do one of two things. You can either have somebody else hold this out for you, or there's a little...
Probably better to do that.
And there's a little chain pincher here on the wall.
Let's see how that works.
You're going to slip it through here. And when it's pulled fully tight...
All right, with one hand you pull it, with the other hand
you just pinch it right in there.
Oh, that's so easy. Okay, right into that slot.
And then once that...
All right, hold on. Let me zoom out. All right, so we're going to use that loop, okay, to reach in there.
And you'll see up in here there's a hook.
All right, let me zoom in on that hook right there. Okay,
and once
hook is engaged. Hooked, and then you can just start spinning it.
And you're spinning it, as you can see, in a... Look at the bottom, it's... I guess that's clockwise.
Clockwise, right. Clockwise.
And it's very slow, as you can see, because it's a heavy motor, a heavy gear crank, but it will make it.
5 minutes of cranking. Okay.
Yeah. So we're not going to do the whole thing.
Of course not.
But the key is that if you want to restore it, other direction.
You have to do it manually, or can you leave it?
I believe. Well, I guess we can run a test.
Yeah. Why don't we run a test? Let's just pretend that.
Yeah. I believe all there is to it is when you're done.
All right.
Right. Once you pull this chain back out, now the regular electric motor is engaged again, and
so what happens if?
Well, I think it's basically frozen. So I'll run around the other side and press the button. So when you're done,
climb back up, and please remember to withdraw the chain and get it as far away from the hole as possible, so somebody could not trick it.
Kind of put it into a nice little...
While we're at it, I've always wanted to test the Oh yes, it will stop now.
And so to keep it near the front here, and replace our bolts.
And that's all there is. So it's not very hard, and it's very important that you remember to put both the tool and the crank back exactly where you found it. All right, thank you.